Hey y'all, it's Tanya from the workshop. Welcome to my channel. Look, today in this video, got a cute little project going on. This is gonna be a dual purpose project. All right, so y'all see this key right here? This key belongs to the boy and he keeps losing it. Well, I found it and I think what I'm gonna do is teach him a lesson. I'm gonna make him a key out of this piece of scrap wood that I got right here. And what we're going to do is make this piece of scrap wood look like a key. And I'm going to make him carry it around so he can learn a lesson. And maybe in the future not lose his key so much. It's costing me more money. And after he learns his lesson, we're going to take this key made out of this piece of scrap wood. And we're going to use it as a key holder in my home. Alright y'all, so before we get started cutting out this pattern, I want to show y'all the tool that we're going to use. This tool right here is called a jigsaw. And the reason why it's called a jigsaw is because it allows you to make, little squiggly cuts and whatnot, akin to the cuts you would see on, pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. So it comes with your blade here and moves up and down, and what you'll do is maneuver it to make the kind of cuts that you want to make. Safety glasses and a dust mask. Always know where your cord is at. All right, people, as you can see, it's starting to look somewhat like a key. Now, during the cutting process, sometimes you have to go in and make a few little relief cuts, and then once you're done, you just come back and clean those up a bit. So we're going to clean up this line a little bit, especially because this is a knot, and that's a lot tougher to cut than just a regular pine, okay? All right, I think we did a good job on that, y'all. One of the things we need to do is make a little hole in here so that your key ring can fit in there. And I'm going to use a large drill bit that is a little bit bigger than the blade so it can go down there. Now what these holes are going to do is allow me to put the blade down in there and come across and meet and cut those, okay? Usually I only need 2, but I'm going to do 4 this time just because. And if you notice, I have a board under here so that it doesn't totally eliminate, tear out, but it makes it a lot smoother than if it didn't have that board under the bottom. I'm just doing a little cleanup. All right, y'all. Now that we've got our key done like we want it, out of this old piece of scrap wood, what we're going to do is sand it down and make it look a little bit cuter. All right, y'all, we almost done. But look, I want y'all to notice how on your key, you got a little groove down in there. I want to put one of these little grooves in here. I'm just going to take the palm router and just make a tiny little groove that goes up there. Y'all, I set up a straight edge. Now, it's more realistic looking. All right, y'all. So we got the key looking like we want it to look. We got our little groove in there. We got our little, I don't know what these are called. Got it sanded as best as I can sand it. Now we just need to put on some type of stain. All right, but before we do that, what I want to do is tell you a little story about my boy. And the reason why I'm making this key. Okay, so always losing the key, right? So I thought I was going to teach him a lesson. Send him to school with this thing, you got to hold on to this. Everywhere you go, you take this key. And maybe that would, make him hold on to his house key and not lose it. Well, let me tell you, my son taught me a lesson. I thought he was going to be embarrassed in front of his little friends. His little friends, they was like, we lose our keys too. And what it turns out to be is now I got all these parents calling me saying they want one of these keys. Ha! Imagine that. Ain't God good? All right, anyway, so when I sent him off to school, I just threw him this crazy looking saying, bruh, where's my key? Anyway, it didn't work, but it worked out for the good. And he hasn't lost his key since. Okay, enough of that chit chat. All right, so as you can see back here, I practiced with a little bit of stain, and I think that's what we're gonna go with, okay? All right, y'all, so the type of stain I decided on is this gel stain. It is mahogany, and what I'm gonna do is put a little on and then wipe it off. And I wanted at a lighter texture, but if I wanted to be a darker texture, I would put it on, leave it on for a little bit. It just depends on how heavy you put it on and how, you know, how hard you wipe it off, I guess.
And you can apply it with whatever type of implement that you want. So one like that, I'll do a little bit of this brush, and then I'll wipe it off.
And I just have this rag here. Can you see that? Put it on, wipe it off. Put it on like that. Let's give it some contrast right here. We'll wipe it off. And because that is in grain, it's going to soak it up much more and it's going to be darker. All right, y'all, now that the stain has dried and I'm satisfied with, you know, the lighter tone, what we're going to do is just add a few hooks. I picked these out at the store. It's got a little antique look to it. There you go, people. And beautiful key holder in the shape of a key. Not original, but I like it. And I like the lessons that my family has learned from this project. Oh, and back here, I went ahead and put a little stain on that too. Thank you so much for watching. Now look, if y'all like this video in any kind of way, got anything out of it, even if it's just a laugh, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love hearing what y'all got to say. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed.